everyone. So I'm here to give you a planting tutorial for your jellyfish hanging basket. So what is a jellyfish hanging basket? I assume some of you may know because you signed up for the class and it's been quite popular. But just to recap, a jellyfish basket tends to have really long flowing foliage and a really cupcake shaped top. So those are the plant options we're giving you. Here's one basket that I planted a few weeks ago that's still got a long ways to go. This is a mixed charm petunia basket with the creeping Charlie. So it will take a bit of time to fill out, but as the days get longer, things grow amazingly faster, especially through June and July. So when you pick up your package after you have let us know what your plant choices are, you'll get your 15-inch basket for most of you. Most of you chose this option, so that's what I'm going to plant up. You're going to have 6 of your showy plants. In this case, this is the Bordeaux petunia. And then the other one I chose for this one was lotus vine. The blue contrasts beautifully with the red, and it's just a beautiful texture. It's feathery, it's fun. So I started by laying out this basket, and I'm going to sort of put a triangle of petunias in the middle, and then I'm going to alternate lotus vine and more super cal on the outside edge. So there's 3 in the middle, and then 3 super cal on the outside, and then there's interspersed with the lotus vine. So now that I know my layout, I'm just going to set everything out in a circle here and start by planting my center plants. That's my center plant. Okay, so take out all your plant tags and set these 2 down. So we'll give you a basket already filled with soil. To plant your plants, you just place the pot sideways, gently squeeze the bottom of the pot, take it off. So I'm going to make my triangle, so I'm just going to kind of approximate. And this is a quite a tight planting. So we're going to dig a hole in here and make sure that when we plant, the top edge of this pot or the soil level is about a ½ inch below the rim of the pot. If we plant it too deep, we're not going to have as much soil as we could have. If we plant it too high, like flush with the top of the container, we're going to have problems keeping the basket watered. So we're aiming for about a ½ inch below the rim. Okay, so and as I plant, we're going to have soil come up a little higher. So your soil level will be a few inches below ground when you are below the rim when you start planting, and as you add things and move soil around, it will expand. Okay. I usually like to spin my pot as I plant rather than trying to reach over and plant. Got a little weed in there. Okay, so I've got my triangle set up. So now I'm just going to go around and plant my lotus vine and my petunia. I think I'll start with the super cal again. And I can tell already I'm probably going to need to take some soil out of this entirely. That in. Dig another hole. We'll try to do better calculation of how much soil to give you so we're not giving you too much and then you don't have to worry about this part. You want to position your lotus vine so it's pointing out, with the longest part pointing out. So in this case, you'd want it this way rather than, say, sideways or facing inward. So again, keeping the soil level and not burying the stem too deep. And when you get your basket, you want to make sure before you plant your soil is damp. You don't want to be planting right into dry soil. And same with your plants. You want to give your plants a bit of watering in as well before you plant. Just makes them easier to come out of the containers. almost there. Oh, forgot my tag. And I'm just gently tucking the plant into position. If you find that you're really having to press down on the soil and compress it, that's a good sign that you've got too much soil in and you want to actually lift that soil out rather than push it down, because when you push the soil down it compacts it and then the air roots aren't getting enough air, and that's really the point of potting medium, is that it's light and provides lots of air to the plant roots to keep them happy and thriving. Okay, so we've got that tucked in. It's looking really beautiful so far. We've got our triangle of lotus vine, which is just going to end up filling the entire pot edge by the end of summer, or even really midsummer. You're going to get a hanger with your basket as well, a metal hanger or a plastic hanger. And then you just want to bend those strands and place them into the hangers. In this one you'd want to actually use the single holes rather than the slots. So use the little holes to anchor your hanger. And then just as for care, make sure you give this a good soak in. Early in the season you're only going to need to water it maybe every 2 to 3 days, and as summer goes on you will have to water it more. Thanks for tuning in and have fun planting your jelly.